Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome. So we had a little bit of a lab going on here, and I guess I'm going to start explaining to you a little bits and parts of the lab that you need to know about. Let's get to it. Thank God I have this bread and cheese. So we're going to be learning about limiting reactants. Now what this means, we have a formula. 2 pieces of bread, 1 piece of cheese, making cheese sandwiches. That's our product. Boom. Now, all the ingredients I have 1 piece of cheese, 2 pieces of bread, 2 more pieces of bread. I can't make me a sandwich. So this is a limiting reactant. Sure.
KOH is potassium hydroxide. It is used for making batteries, soaps, hairsprays, and other. CuSO4 is copper sulfate. Products containing copper sulfate can be liquids, dust, or crystals.
We have a test tube, which was used for the storage for the chemicals. And the second one on the right side is the burette, which was used to measure and place the amount of copper sulfate. The bottom one was the beaker, which was the cylindrical in shape and was used to measure the amount of liters for the liquid that we poured.
We added a different amount of potassium hydroxide and copper sulfate depending on the test tube number. And we also added water so that all of the test tubes would be at the same height. We then waited 15 minutes to see our results.
So for the conclusion and summary of this experiment, we had 8 test tubes. In the first 4 test tubes that we had, the precipitate was rising around the 5th to the 8th test tube, and that's in which the precipitate evened out and was the same height and the same amount of liters within it the entire time. And so this is because the potassium hydroxide, which was our limiting reactant, began to switch over to the copper sulfate, and the copper sulfate became afterwards the limiting reactant when it hit around the 5th to the 8th test tube, and that's why it evened out.
This is the equipment we used during our lab to measure our results.
Water to Jesus Christ! Where do you come from? Oh, you want to learn more about our lab that we did? Don't worry, definitely not being held hostage or anything. We got 4 pieces of bread. We can bake with our cheese here. We can make 2 products. We call it as a super regnant. Look at how much cheese I got left. We got 2 sandwiches plus 2 pieces of cheese. Guess that's what you call a super regnant. Guess you're wanting more information. Guess I got one for you. It's called superintendent. Now, a test tube, you're going to see that there's a certain amount of precipitate in there. And you see the race of that liquid? That's known as the supertate. So I hope you enjoyed our chemistry project. A little credit. Bada bang. There we are. And I hope you enjoy. I thought I was home alone. Who the...